It's time. Oh, man. I slept well. I hope everybody else did too. I got my coffee, I got my tablet. Boom. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Friday. Woo! Friday, November 29th, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Well, I survived Thanksgiving, and if you're watching, so did you. I hope you had a great day, whatever that was. I enjoy Thanksgiving. It's one of those days where families do so many different things. Sometimes it's a small group, sometimes it's dozens of people. There are a variety of different traditions around watching football or certain foods, and I really appreciate that. Other days of the year don't tend to have that. I mean, sure, that Christmas and the commercialization of gift giving and everything has crept into Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to pretend that sometimes family obligations aren't stressful. For some people, it's all stress. But I think the intent is good. People getting together and all that. And every year, a number of people invite me to their Thanksgiving. They know, I'm single, I live alone. I can say this because none of them are going to watch, but they know that my biological family and I don't get along well. And a number of them don't even live on this continent. So people always say, hey, you're welcome to join us. There's this intent. There's this element to Thanksgiving where people are supposed to be with people that care about them. And I was fortunate enough, I've talked about these people before, but I've made my own family, and I spent holidays with them, and I was with them yesterday, and it was great. I love them all dearly, and I'm fortunate to have them. But I'm also fortunate to have other people who made it a point to say, hey, you're welcome to join us. You're always welcome to join us. And some of those people were people I knew very well, and some of them were not. And I appreciate all of those offers. This kind of like dark shadow thing going on my face makes me look like I should be like confessing to something in a police interrogation room. We got a joke in here for Funday Friday from Frank. What do you call a turkey that's running away? Fast food. I think we're having a bit of a resurgence socially of what people are calling dad jokes, like just very simple, kind of silly, maybe even lame jokes like that one. But I like them, and I think I like them because everyone can get them. Whether you're 5 or 80, you can appreciate that joke. I like a good socially context. I like humor based on what's going on today. I like the way Saturday Night Live does things, for example. I think that's fun, but not everybody's going to watch Saturday Night Live and get the jokes. Which, by the way, the episode last weekend with Will Ferrell was awesome. And if you're at all an SNL fan, you should check it out. But, I could tell this fast food turkey joke to a 5-year-old, and I think they would get it. And I think that's cool. Who doesn't like to laugh? So yesterday was pretty straightforward. Are you dragging something, cat? Just making sounds like she might have something on her foot. Did the show yesterday, of course, and made some breakfast, went to the gym, showered, talked to my father, drove to Thanksgiving dinner. When did I get home from that? 6? Yeah. And watched the first half of the new Martin Scorsese movie on Netflix, The Irishman. Or is it just Irishman? The Irishman? The Irishman. I'm only halfway through because it's 3 hours long, so don't spoil it. But I've been looking forward to this because of the cast. I like Scorsese, but I'm a big De Niro, Al Pacino fan, and I've written Joe Pesci's in it, as well as a bunch of other people that, if you're at all a moviegoer, you would know. And so I was excited to finally sit down, and I'll finish the rest of that at some point today. Today, it's Black Friday, and it's a big day for whistlekick. We've got another sale coming out. We launched a number of new products on Wednesday. If you didn't see them, check them out. This is a special holiday 2019 collection. And some of those items are actually selling really well, so that's cool. So I designed them all myself. But pretty much everything's ready to go. So I got a couple things I gotta do, a couple things I gotta send out for product that we're still keeping here. But for the most part, it's gonna be a low-key day because I want it to be. Yeah. And then this weekend, spending some time with some friends. Hopefully get outside. Cat, come here. What's under your foot? Come here. Souza, come here. No, she has no desire to listen. Fine. I tried. But let's get into these questions. If you want to ask me a question, drop it below. I'll answer it Monday. What do you eat for breakfast on the days you do CrossFit? So let's switch that up. Well, I can answer that. What I eat before I work out depends on what I'm doing for a workout and how much time I've got. So yesterday it was a 9 a.m. workout, and I was eating 7:30. Now, I don't normally do that. I aim to have 3 hours in between when I eat and when I work out. And that's any kind of workout. That's martial arts, that's weightlifting, that's CrossFit, that's maybe not so much a hike. I don't consider that a workout. And that's to give my body some time for digestion, because I don't like having that food sit in my stomach. The digestive process is the second most energy intensive in the body. So to get past the main stages of digestion means your body can focus on other things. My breakfast most days is pretty simple, and maybe not the same every day, but close. It usually revolves around eggs, anywhere from 2 to 6, depending on how hungry I am and when I'm going to eat lunch and when I last worked out, because eggs are my main protein source. And so if I'm trying to build muscle, I need some eggs. Eggs are also a great option for building muscle because they've got cholesterol. Cholesterol is a building block of muscle. What else was there yesterday? So I scrambled up some eggs, had a piece of toast, which I don't usually do in the morning. Carbs are usually at night, but again, I was going to the gym, wanted to make sure I had some carbs. Wasn't much. Coffee. I think that was it. Wasn't much. Just a few hundred calories. Now, if I was going to work out a couple hours later, probably would have been a bigger breakfast. Probably would have been, 3 or 4 eggs, maybe some vegetables. My breakfast most morning is some kind of like a scramble. It's a scramble, or it's a frittata, or it's a breakfast sandwich. I mean, it's eggs, often with cheese, because cheese is awesome. It's pretty well balanced. I probably need more vegetables in my breakfast, but those usually happen in lunch and dinner. What does your CrossFit workout consist of? Well, CrossFit changes. CrossFit is quite varied, and that's the whole point behind it, which is part of why I like it. It reminds me of martial arts. When I first found CrossFit, I said, this is, a lot of the philosophies are the same. Classes are not the same from day to day. And you have someone leading the class, and they're pointing out where you could improve, and there are competitions, right? Like there are a lot of similarities in CrossFit that I went, oh. And I found that it reminded me a lot of martial arts, so it was a great compliment. Yesterday's workout was longer, and it was a little simpler because we had a lot of people in the gym. It was, holiday workouts tend to involve people bringing friends and family in to work out that may or may not have done CrossFit before. So we tend to avoid the really complex movements on those days. And so it was a bunch of sit-ups and handstand push-ups and riding an exercise bike and burpees and squats. And snatches, which is bringing weight from below to overhead. And it was 24 minutes of fun. It was great. It was a really good workout. I'm feeling it a bit this morning. May or may not work out again tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. I like the way I feel after a good workout. I knew going in I wasn't going to go crazy about it because I was still a little sore from working out Tuesday. And I knew I was probably going to work out today. And yeah, you gotta approach everything you do with the right amount of intensity. Just because you spar in class doesn't mean you spar everyone exactly as hard as you would someone else. Not everyone warrants competition intensity. Right? So, pick your battles. That's another way to say it. I like this one a lot. This could become an episode. What are 3 signs of a good martial arts instructor? I'm thinking about the good martial arts instructors I've had, and I'm thinking about the things that they've had in common. They're patient. A good martial arts instructor has to be patient because no matter who you are, there are going to be aspects of martial arts that don't come naturally. Most people aren't going to find things come naturally to them in the martial arts. So if the instructor is impatient, they're going to get frustrated. They're not going to help you as much. They're not going to give you different cues, different ways to look at it. And they're going to be indifferent to your success. So patience. I don't know if that's top of the list, but it's definitely up there. Second, communication. The ability to communicate their knowledge to other people is imperative. Martial arts is really the only discipline I'm aware of where we so overwhelmingly assume that the skill of being able to do something equates to the skill to teach it. And it's not true. I know some wonderful martial artists who are horrible instructors. People that are friends of mine even. And I'm definitely not gonna put them out there. I don't think any of them would watch this show, but it's not the same. It's very different. So communication, the ability to break it down, explain it in different ways, because different people learn in different ways. That's pretty important. And then third, let's call it creativity. Because it's important that people have fun. If they're not enjoying their class, if they're not enjoying what they're learning and they're drilling, if it's not fun, they're not going to learn. And if it's not fun, they're not going to come back. So if you can't make it fun, which requires some creative aspects to not only what you're doing, but how you're communicating it and how you arrange it, it's not going to work out long term. So I would say those things. Because there are plenty of people who are really good instructors, and they're okay martial artists. I've trained with a number of them. In fact, I consider myself one of them. I think I'm a better teacher of martial arts than I am a doer of martial arts. And I think it's because of those things. I've got some other qualities that I think make me a good instructor. But yeah, that's what you look for. I've considered doing a few episodes on, kind of making these lists, and I've gone back and forth on that because they would very well be link bait, the top 5 things to look for in a martial arts instructor, for example. And I think that could be a good episode to do, but I don't know if the fact that there's a link bait aspect to it is where we want to go. I want more people to listen to the show. I want more people to tune in. I want them to see what we're doing and why. But if it takes some kind of list-based, link-bait-ish episode like that, are they going to stick around? And are they the type of people that we want? I don't know. I've been wrestling with that for like 6 months. Obviously, I haven't done any of them. And I'll probably still wrestle with it. I recorded an episode Wednesday that should be out next week that was a bit emotional based around some things that have been going on. So look for that. That'll be an interesting one. We'll see how that one's received. What else do I got? Yeah, I think we're going to leave it as those 3. It's a good question. Nice job, Frank. Yeah. So today, I'm going to get some work done. Have a call with Justin, who is of Team Whistlekick and the force behind 2-Minute Martial Arts. We're talking about some expansion in that martial arts training aspect. Oh, I have a meeting. Forgot about that. Woo. Guess I got to get ready for that. It's not a big deal. Meeting one of my consulting clients. We're going to knock out a newsletter. So I'm going to hang out, drink some coffee. Maybe I'll watch more of that movie. Because I'm not planning on working that hard today. I just don't want to. Not gonna happen. So I hope you have a good day, a great day, a fantastic day, and a wonderful weekend if you're doing the shopping thing. Be smart, be safe. Remember, there are very few people in your life who want stuff more than they want your time. And if you know any martial artists, feel free to buy them something from whistlekick.com. And yeah, and I think we're launching a Patreon. I think I've got my brain wrapped around that fully. We'll see. If that goes live, I'll let you know. Stacy says, have an awesome weekend yourself. Thank you, Stacy, and you. So, all right, I'm gonna go. No homework, because I don't give homework on the weekends now, because that seems like a better way to do it. Because weekends, right? Take care. Have a great weekend, great day. I'll see you back here on Monday. Remember, if you want to ask me a question, drop it below. Subscribe, and, you know, if you have martial arts friends who might want to check out this show, let them know about it. Hey, I know this weird guy. He loves martial arts, but he drinks coffee and talks about it every morning. Check it out. I think there are worse ways you could set the tone for the day.